Good evening and welcome to Mind Mangler, member of the Magic Circle. Prepare to be astounded, delighted and amazed. And please welcome to the stage, the Mind Mangler.
Medal-winning master of the mind. None of you were able to unlock the safe before the show. Please do try again at the end. It's from my hotel room and all my valuables. I got to where I am today by learning how to control others, by learning how to manipulate the human mind. You hear, I want you to think of a color. What colour are you thinking of? Shut up. What colour were you thinking of? Green. Orange. Try something else. You hear? I want you to think of an animal. Frog. Frog. Do not let me influence you. Say frog. What animal are you thinking of? An elephant? Not frog. You're like putty in my hands. Try something else. You here? I'd like you to stand up for me, please. Thank you very much. Yes, now, I want you to clear your mind. That was very quick. Okay, all right. All right, now, I want you to clear your mind and think of an object, all right? Just watch me and think of any object. Just watch my hands and face and think of any object. Just watch me and think of any object. Take your time, Rolex, and watch. Think of any object. Watch. You thought of an object? Excellent, wonderful. Have a seat, and we'll come back to you later in the show. I suffered from severe night terrors from the age of 4 to the age of, well, I still get them. As I've gotten older, I wanted to know, did these dreams have a deeper meaning, or am I just, as my sleep therapist said, a weird guy who often pays late? I told my sleep therapist I believed these dreams were not just dreams. They were in fact premonitions of things to come. She said I was beyond help and terminated my therapy. Ironically, I hadn't seen that coming. But from then on, I wanted to be sure I would always remember my premonitions. So I began taking pen and paper to bed with me, and I soon became a proficient sleep writer. Now my premonitions are the finale of my act. This morning, I took my sleep-written premonition, and without reading it, I rolled it up and sealed it inside an airtight jar to prevent spoilage. I locked that jar into this wooden chest, which will remain, much like me at the Magic Circle, suspended until further notice. At the end of the show, I will unlock the chest and reveal my premonition. I can only do that with the key to the chest, and unfortunately the key to the chest is locked in the safe. And I can't open the safe without the code, and I did make a note of the code, but I didn't want to lose it, so I locked it into the chest. I can't open the chest without the key, and the key is locked in the safe, and I can't open the safe without the code, and that's locked in the chest. There is a spare key to the chest in my car, but the key to my car is locked in the safe. There is a spare key to my car in my house, but my ex-wife changed the locks. So now, I need to be sure, obviously, that no one interferes with this prediction throughout the show. So I'd like, yes, you please. Can you please keep, what's your name?
Rory.
Rory, I knew it. All right, fine, Rory. I want you to keep an eye on that box throughout the show, all right? Make sure nothing happens to it, make sure no one touches it. Don't get distracted and start enjoying the show. Just watch the box for the next 60 minutes. Your ticket money will not be refunded. My senses are different to yours. And though I have but 5, you shall learn that mine are rather more developed than your own. I have a sense of taste, but it is a strange taste, for I can taste people's first name. please, nice and clear for everyone to hear. What is your name? Michael. Are there any Johns in? No Johns in. Michael, are there any Johns in your immediate family? No. Are there any Johns in your extended family? Not even close. Have you got any friends called John?
Used to have.
You used to have? What happened?
I never liked him.
You never liked him. Have you got any enemies called John? I knew it. This is not my only skill. I also have a sense of smell, but it is a strange smell, for I can smell what your job is. When you arrived here at the venue this evening, you queued up outside. I was secreted in that queue. I smelt every one of you, and from that, I was able to determine what your professions are. As I predicted them, I wrote them down, and the time has come now for me to reveal them. You here, please, in the blue jumper. What is your job? Project manager. What projects do you manage?
Wind farms.
Say again?
Wind farms.
Wind farms? Okay, all right, that's impressive. All right, okay. You manage a wind farm?
Yeah.
How does one do that? You just blow really hard. What's your role in the wind farm?
Making sure they get consent. So like,
Making sure they get consent. Some of them aren't allowed. Just rotating without consent. That's a genuine problem. Wind, like big turbines just popping up, being like, well, I was impressed before, but now it's stupid. You get consent. So you're a project manager. Right, okay, I see why you said that now, alright. The truth is too stupid. That's why I wrote down when I smelt you on the way in that you work indoors. Good, let's try someone else. Who else have we got here? Yes, you in the white t-shirt. What's your job? With the beard, yes.
I work in computer hardware.
You work in computer hardware, not software, hardware. What, like
building
mice and things?
Sure, why not?
Sure, no, don't pity me. What do you like?
I build computers and servers.
You
and that.
build computers and what, from scratch?
With the components, yeah.
With the components?
Yeah.
Obviously, yes. Insane without components. Do you have consent to do that?
Always get it first.
You take bits of computers and you make them into full computers. And what do those computers do?
Mainly there for the NHS.
Mainly for the NHS.
Yeah.
So you you take components and make them into computers which make people well.
Yes.
That's kind of right.
Yes.
That's why I wrote down when I smelt you on the way in that you have a vague. The time has come, please. The time has come for me to reveal my sense of hearing, for it is a strange hearing. I can hear the thoughts of playing cards. Yes, I can. I hear them in my mind. I need a member of the audience to come up and join me on stage. Who'd like to come up? Far too keen. Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone? Thank you very much. Give them a big hand. Now, can you please confirm we have never met before?
No, we do not live together.
Right. What a strange thing to say. All right. Have you ever been on a stage before?
Only at rehearsal.
I see. What's your name?
Steve?
Steve. Right, okay.
No, Brian, isn't it? We said Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
I build wind turbines without consent. It's like catch me if you can, isn't it?
Thank you, Brian. Now, card.
3 of clubs.
No. Think of a card. Don't say it out loud.
3 of clubs.
Think of a card in your mind. Not that one, right? Think of a card in your head, not 3 of clubs. That won't work.
Why?
Because you've told me what it is. Think of a different card.
4 of clubs.
No. Do not say it out loud, right? Do not say it out loud. Think of a card.
In my brain.
If you have one. Not the 3 of clubs, not the 4 of clubs, and don't say it. Right?
Right.
Right. No, not the 5 of clubs.
It was the 5 of clubs. It's like having Debbie McGee back. Oh, she's proper good. She's
not good.
Oh, she's better than you are.
Well, you think this is easy, do you?
Yeah, do watch this. Oi, you there? What's your job? Shanna-na-na-na. Theatre usher. Right. Stop. You're losing your cool.
I'm not losing my cool.
You are.
Just, never mind. Well, you all think this is easy, do you?
Yeah, we're all nodding.
You all think this is easy? All right, fine. You in front row there. Yeah, no, you've changed your mind now. Now you've realised it's interactive. What's your name? Lucy, I knew it. All right, fine, Lucy. You think it's so easy? All right, you try, all right? I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10, Lucy. If it's so easy, why don't you tell me what number am I thinking of? 8. Well, that time it was 8. You didn't read on it's 1 in 10, right? Anyone can get a 1 in 10. I can get a 1 in 10.
No, you couldn't.
Of course I could. All right, think of a number between 1 and 10.
All right.
3.
No.
We'll try something else. We'll try something else. All right, you there in the pig. What's your name? John. John, where were you
This is a great audience.
You are the most insane group of people. Back the board, please. Go on the board. Right, okay, now, right, okay. I'm going to think of a colour this time. I'm going to think of a colour, I'm going to write it down, okay? Now, why don't you tell me if it's so easy to read minds? Time. All right? You tell me if it's so easy to read minds. Stop it, all right? Come on. You tell me if it's so easy to read thoughts. What colour, John, am I thinking of? Mustard. 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 It is mustard. This is not my only skill. Take it seriously, alright? You know what? I've risen above it. It doesn't even bother me. Last week, I was offered a contract by Bob Kojak. What, none of you have heard of Bob? Bob Kojak is the head talent booker for Capital Cruises. Yes, correct. They've got 28 ships. 27 actually. God rest their souls. This time next month, I'll be in the Irish Sea. And I'll have consent to be there. Because Bob Kojak believes in my act. He's invested in it. He paid for the venue, bought me a new jacket, sent me a set of scented bath candles that I'm almost certain are just a professional gift. And he texted me and told me he's got a gig for me on one of the cruise ships and told me to call him back, which I will do. As soon as I got my phone out of the safe. And I won't need any of you anymore. Although if any of you would like to come and see any of my other shows, please do. I'm doing 4 different shows at the Fringe this year in order to cover at least some of my accommodation costs. This is my Mangler, member of the Tragic Circle. That should say Magic Circle, obviously. That's a typo that's appeared on all my posters and flyers this year after using a printing company owned by my ex-wife's sister, Jane Stevens. You can also see me in My Mangler Mentalist at Large. Jane did all the posters. I'm also doing Mind Mangler and Evening Wonder. And of course, Mind Mangler, The Grand Illusion. In this theatre tonight, I have demonstrated my ability to manipulate reality, but I will now take those powers outside the theatre. This is a live feed of Niagara Falls. Freeze! Unreal. What is real? After all, reality is nothing more than our perception. Is the glass half full, or is it half empty? Am I just a sad, divorced man? What? No, I'm not. Shut down. Or am I a single man who just happens to cry a lot? Did my wife take the house, or did she unburden me of my material possessions? And my dog. Do I still love Amy, or you know, or have I moved on? I have. The point is, there are different ways of looking at things, and your perception can be very different from reality. Now, many people are skeptical about the powers of hypnotherapy. And that's why I've invited a guest from the professional medical community to join me on stage tonight to shed some light on the mysteries of the human brain. Please welcome head of neurology from Edinburgh City Hospital, Dr. Shaw.
As you can see, the brain is made up of several parts. The brain stem, top bit, green bit, the back of your mind. Like, what's that song called? Love, it's in the back of my mind. That's where the song is. Anger! And this all proves that hypnosis is real. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
I don't think we need to do any questions.
Alright, I'll go get ready for the next one.
You've ruined it again! Anyone else in the world would be better at this than you.
Alright, mate. I'm trying to do you a favour.
A favour? You've given away every single trick.
No, I haven't. I didn't tell them how you did the Niagara Falls thing.
We're going to have a serious conversation at the end of the show.
No, we're not. I'm fed up of always being there for you when you're doing your stuff, and you're never there for me when I do mine.
Like what?
Like when I own 4 gyms. No more, no less.
That's the thing, you don't have your own stuff, alright? That's why you locked my phone in the safe, because you know if I take that cruise ship gig, you will have nothing.
You think that's why I did it?
Yes, because you're a hanger-on.
That's it, I'm done.
What are you doing?
What does it look like, Keith? Yeah, his real name's Keith.
Shut up.
Always someone else's fault, isn't it? If anyone could do this better than me, then ask someone else. I've got a prediction for you, mate. Sha-na-na-na-na. You're finishing this show alone.
Well, not a problem. Now, if you're all really magic, this should be Bob Kojak's phone number.
Hello, Bob Kojak.
You're Bob Kojak!
That is not my secret.
Why have you done this?
I didn't want you to quit, mate. You seemed so down a couple of weeks ago that I suppose I made Bob up to give you a bit of hope.
So wait, so you were the one who paid for the venue?
Yeah.
And you sent me the jacket
Yeah.
and the scented bath candles.
They were for me.
But how did you afford all this?
I've kept the receipts to claim it back.
Who from?
You.
It's not a kind gesture then, is it?
Oh, look, mate, I'm so sorry. This has been Mind Mangler, a night of tragic illusion. If you've enjoyed the show, please do tell all your friends and family. We are here until the 28th of April. And then after that, we head out on a huge UK tour. You can check our website for the dates, so look out for that. If there's not enough mischief in your life, you're looking for a little bit more of it, you'll be pleased to hear we have other shows currently. Peter Pan Goes Wrong is currently on a UK tour. It's in Birmingham at the moment, then it's off to Manchester. And then finally, our flagship show, The Play That Goes Wrong, is about to celebrate 10 years in the West. You have all been absolutely fantastic. We've been Mischief. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Goodbye.